I made a show! Don't get them wet.
Great, thanks a lot.
Sorry.
Way to go, Feldman. No bright lights.
3.
No.
And for the love of all things holy, don't beat 'em after midnight. That's right, it's the holidays. And I'm gonna kick it off with a holiday classic. Gremlins. The gruesome yet funny story about little mutant monsters wreaking havoc in a small town. Plot time! So the story takes place in Kingston Falls, a delightful, charming town during Christmas, which looks strangely familiar to the Back to the Future town. Huh, and we meet this guy Billy. He's a good guy, he works at the bank, trying to become a comic artist, and date the town cutie. I believe in you, Billy! And then one day, his dad comes home with a gift he got on his travels. And this is a very special gift. It's a Mogwai, a little furry thingading. And it's cute, but it comes with 3 separate rules that we all know. And as those rules get broken, more and more mischief starts happening. Until finally, the entire town is taken over by evil, malicious gremlins. And it's up to Billy and his girlfriend and Gizmo to save the day and the town from certain doom in this 1984 horror comedy family movie. Yikes. So now we know the plot, here's some really cool history. The term gremlin was originally coined by an English-Norwegian author, and he used to write dark children's books. Now his story, Gremlin Lore, was about these little fictitious little elves that were said to cause unexplained damage to the Royal Air Force planes. And if you remember, there is a Bugs Bunny cartoon about that, which I thought was one of the funniest Bugs Bunny cartoons ever.
Could that have been a gremlin? It ain't Vendel Vilkey!
So if you can find it, check it out. And the gremlin myth expanded to anything that goes wrong with any kind of appliance or motor vehicle is caused by gremlins. Little bastards. Now it's time to talk about some pointless shit that you may or may not or probably already know about the movie Gremlins. Well, going back, first the original script was a lot darker. The dog gets eaten by gremlins and the mother gets beheaded. Godzooks! Producer Steven Spielberg and the higher-ups were not happy with the Phoebe Gates Christmas monologue on why she hates Christmas. Joe Dante insisted on keeping it in, keeping the audience wondering, is this supposed to be funny or serious? Personally, I think it works and totally comes out of nowhere, and is parodied beautifully in Gremlins 2, which is a whole other episode. Originally thought for the part of Billy Peltzer, our hero, was Judd Nelson and Emilio Estevez. But Zach Galligan was great, and he had such a on-screen chemistry with Phoebe Cates during their screen test that they had to hire him. And speaking of the lovely Phoebe, they were adamant about hiring her based on her role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And in a wacky twist, Judge Reinhold, who really enjoyed that scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, was also cast in Gremlins. Awkward. But Phoebe totally nailed her screen test and went on to star in the movie. And now back to our hero, Billy Peltzer. Here's a funny little story. Zach always kept his mouth open when he wasn't talking, and the editor would go to Joe Dante and tell him to please have him close his mouth for the editing. Thought that was kind of funny. Although it is set in Christmas and as a Christmas movie, it was released June 8th, the exact same day as Ghostbusters. And I'll tell you what, it held up pretty good, coming in second at the box office. And plus, unlike the Ghostbusters movie, this one had a pile of merchandise to back it up. Tell you what, that was a damn fun summer for movies. Upon initial release, parents were not happy with the PG rating due to its violence. Thank God they didn't see the original script. And this movie, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, are what sparked Spielberg to come up with the PG-13 rating. Movies that were PG and family-oriented, but had just enough horror and graphic material to borderline an R rating. The first major movie released with PG-13 rating was Red Dawn. So there, that's pointless shit you probably already knew. So that wraps up this look at Gremlins. It's funny, it's lighthearted, with a pretty good balance of horror. And well shit, they took over my studio. So if you have an opinion about Gremlins, let me know in the comments. And please like, subscribe, and share. I will see you next time. If you can, call the police, and I'm out. Oh, come on! Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe to my channel. There's a whole bunch of animation, movie parodies, and other crap. Thanks!